Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Burton Albion. We are into the playoffs because we did manage to finish 5th in the table, and after our start to the season, that is ridiculous, considering we were 20th for the first, quarter of the season, then we suddenly climbed up, and then we were 5th for the last quarter of the season, so it is a ridiculously good turnaround. We are going to be up against Crystal Palace twice today. I'm optimistic, although our results against Palace haven't been particularly great. If we manage to get past Crystal Palace in this playoff semi-final, it looks like, so far anyway, we are going to be up against Wolves in the final, as they did beat Southampton 2-0 away from home, although there is still another leg to play there. 9,960 people will be in attendance, which is the most we can possibly squeeze into the Pirelli Stadium. Hopefully, we can better our result than we had against them last time, which wasn't a very good performance from either side, really. It was a 1-0 victory for Crystal Palace. The starting lineup we are going to go for then is as full strength as we can possibly get, really, at this part of the season. Curtis Anderson in goal, Jason McCarthy, A.D. Stevenson, Mark Gooey and Jake Vokins returns to the starting 11. Jamie Allen and Jonas David will be the two central midfielders. Samuel Shashoa will be in midfield with Callum Gribben and Alfonso Sousa, with Neil Williams as the striker. Joe Sparrow, and actually, no, what am I doing? Let's play Joe Sparrow. Sparrow has been one of the players that's got us this far. Let's not drop him now. It seems like it was only a few days ago that we were playing Crystal Palace, and that's because they're playing a 4-4-2, two regens up front. Craig Davidson is their main goal scorer, and Jesus, he's good. He's a wonder kid. Then you've also got Jeff Sampson. He's also very good at football. Who's this Jarvis guy? Jarvis, he's not terrible. He's one of their own. That's a lie, actually. They stole him from Reading, apparently. Well, we've already gone one step further than what we did last season, because obviously last season we got to just outside the playoffs. This time we're in the playoffs, so I'm taking that as a success. If we can get to a playoff final, that's going to be brilliant. If we can somehow get promoted to the Premier League, we will immediately get relegated back, because there is no way this squad is good enough for the Premier League. McCarthy with the ball crosses in. Jonas David is there. He's hit the bar, and it's going to get cleared by Brendan Galloway. Good early effort for us there. We are now 15 or so minutes in. Since that, nothing has happened. Throw on for Wan-Bissaka to take. Joe Sparrow gets there first. Wan-Bissaka, though, with the ball back. Sampson crosses in. Elmas goes for goal. It is over the bar. It is still 0-0. Free kick for Boufal to take. Jeff Sampson, edge of the area, goes for goal, hits McCarthy. Sampson gets the ball back. Milicevic. Elmas. Milicevic once again with the ball. Gets tackled by Jonas David, who can now kick it upfield to try and find Neil Williams. He's one-on-one with the keeper. He goes for goal. He tried to dink it over the keeper, and Gayata makes a very easy save. Gribben's free kick. Sparrow's not going to get there. Williams to A.D. Stevenson. And A.D. Stevenson, the goal machine, has made it 1-0 to Burton Albion. His 5th goal of the season. And we have one foot in the door of the playoff final. Why has A.D. Stevenson suddenly turned into a goal-scoring machine? Gribben's corner. Vokins is there. It's crossed in. It's cleared off the line by Sacco. Could have been 2-0 from that chance. Sousa is not having a particularly great game. Gribben's not having a particularly great game either. The corner comes in. Joe Sparrow is there. It is dinked to the top of the crossbar. It's going to go behind for a goal kick. Half time then, and that A.D. Stevenson goal has given us the advantage against Palace, and we are all over them. We are basically, I think all of their shots seem to be long shots, and not one of them has been on target so far. Half-time substitution is going to be Khalifa Diop for Alfonso Sousa. Sousa not playing very well. We're going to try Diop out on the left. Actually, is Diop left or right-footed? He is right-footed. You can play on the left. You'll be fine. He is a player who can barely play up front, so it's a little bit concerning. David with the ball across to Vokins. Is something going to come from the first highlight of the second half? It's crossed in. Joe Sparrow is there. It's cleared. McCarthy goes for goal. Takes the deflection. Diop goes for goal. And Diop forces a save from the keeper. Sparrow keeps it in. I don't know why he did it, because we would have had a corner. McCarthy's throw to Allen. McCarthy crosses in. Jonas David is there, and the keeper once again makes a save. I really want this second goal. A second goal would be very useful. Vokins has gone and picked up an injury. That is awful news and awful timing. Diop with a tackle. Jonas David forward. Neil Williams is going to run onto it. He's got no support at the moment. Sparrow is busting a gut to get there first. He almost does it as well, but Palace can clear their lines and now potentially counter-attack. Sampson into Davison in one-on-one with the keeper and hits it wide. I say one-on-one. He wasn't one-on-one. There was a defender there. Vokins is going to come off for Mitch Clark. I'm hoping that is just a knock and he's fine for the next match. We've got 20 minutes to play. We are going to stick with the rest for now. Gribben is going to come off at some point because he's not having a particularly great game. And Wan-Bissaka has made it 1-1. And that is awful, awful timing. Just as I do the subs as well. Looks like Gooey is taking blame for that as he's dropped down to a 6.3. Stevenson, the goal scorer, with the free kick. Jonas David, Khalifa Diop, runs round his man, finds Sparrow, who finds Jason McCarthy, loads of space. Can he cross it? And he can. It's a terrible cross. And now Palace can counter-attack again with Jeff Sampson on the left. Long ball across to Davison, who is not marking him. Who are you? Who are you? Mark Gooey has just cost us that match. Both times, Gooey just left Davison to himself. Well, Gooey's coming off for Cameron Humphreys. I've had enough of him. That has potentially cost us a place in the playoff final. We've got 19 minutes to play. Diop with the ball. Plays it across to Clark, who just about keeps it in play. Mitch Clark runs inside. Khalifa Diop. Across to Jason McCarthy. He's got 5 in the box if he can cross it in. He dodges his tackle. Plays it back to Allen. Back to McCarthy. Going to cross it in? No? Allen again. Allen runs inside. Gets tackled. Joe Sparrow now with the ball. Please just don't lose it. Khalifa Diop to Callum Gribben, to Jonas David, who goes for goal from outside the area and smashes it over the bar. Palace have had 2 shots on target and scored both of them. 2 shots on target and scored both of them. We are getting FM'd. 5 minutes left to play and Palace have the ball. Wan-Bissaka on the right-hand side crosses in. Anderson makes a very questionable save. I don't think... Okay, that was the highlight. Oh my word, that nearly went in. 5 minutes of injury time and we're just about to enter it. McCarthy with the ball, crosses in. It's got cleared. Sparrow's going to get there first. Mitch Clark would want the ball on the left. Khalifa Diop in the area. Gets tackled. Clark gets the ball back. Crosses in. Jonas David is there. And Jonas David, in the 90th minute on the dot, has made it 2-2. He has kept us in this tie. Really, we should be 2-0 up. We are over the 95 minutes, so it looks like the first leg is going to end 2-2, which on paper isn't great for the match. To be honest, wasn't great. 21 shots to their 9, 4 on target. Just 4 shots on target and 2 of them went in. Well, we've now got a 2-day break and then we're up against Crystal Palace again. We have made the trip down south then to play Crystal Palace for a second time. Obviously 2-2 after the first match. Let's jump straight into the starting lineups. Curtis Allen will be the goalkeeper. Jason McCarthy will be our right back. He is on 83% fitness. AD Stevenson and Mark Gooey will be the 2 central defenders. AD Stevenson really, really needs a rest. And I'm thinking, you've got 2 games left potentially of the season, AD. Just hold out. Jake Vokins will be the left back. Again, he's very similar. He does need a bit of a rest. He is fit-ish from his injury. He only, I think, a bruised ankle or something like that. So he's actually fine. Ideally, we'd be playing tomorrow, and then Vokins wouldn't have a problem at all. Jonas David and Oliver Skipp will be the 2 central midfielders. Samuel Shashoa, Callum Gribben, and Afonso Souza will be just behind Neil Williams. Because of the issues in defence, we do have Mitch Clark on the bench. I don't know why I haven't bothered to put you on there. Cameron Humphreys needs to go on to the bench as well. I've just realised also we've got 6 loan players, so Jamie Allen's going to have to play instead. Swap you two over. Perfect. Oliver Skipp, unfortunately, you are going to be missing out. Now, I am taking a huge risk playing players like Stevenson and Vokins who are tired. They are not really match fit. McCarthy's another one. Who's this guy? Who is this ginger-haired man with a brown beard? It is Barry Arnold. He's all right. He's fast. He's very fast, which is a concern because he's going to be up against Jason McCarthy. The 2 threats, though, where's Davison, really? Davison is the main threat because he just left Gooey for dead. And I'm hoping Gooey has learnt his lessons. 90 minutes to potentially secure ourselves a place in the playoff final against probably Wolves. I think Wolves and Southampton is taking place tomorrow. Galloway with a throw. Davison gets tackled. Galloway crosses it in. Anyway, it's cleared, and hopefully we can get it clear further. No, we can't. Boufal runs to the corner flag. Crosses in. Davison doesn't get the ball. Wan-Bissaka does. Arnold goes for goal, and Barry Arnold's effort is just over the bar. 20 minutes in, and that Arnold effort is the only highlight we've seen. Goal kick upfield, but we managed to claim the ball. Ifran tackles, but Afonso Souza gets it. Neil Williams needs someone in the area, crosses in, no one's there. Jonas David is there, and Jonas David has made it 1-0, 3-2 on aggregate. His 5th goal of the season. He does not score a lot of goals, And he's scored 2 in the last 2 games, and they've been very important goals. Free kick for Callum Gribben, goes for goal, it dinks the top of the bar and it's gone over. So far, both teams are being pretty appalling when it comes to shots on target. There's been 10 in total, and only one of them has gone on target, and that ended up in the back of the net. Half-time, and that solitary effort on target from Jonas David is the only shot and only goal of the game. But I'm happy with that because it means that we are currently leading. Do we need to do any changes? Jonas David is knackered. Vokins is knackered. I'm thinking Vokins off. Vokins off for Mitch Clark because I'm thinking second half they've got some pacey footballers. So we need to have very fit players playing for the majority of the second half. On the hour mark, it's a corner for Palace. Davison doesn't get the ball. What is going on? Stevenson can scuff the ball clear. Palace probably should have scored there. 63 minutes on the clock. Not a great throw from McCarthy. Arnold, ball upfield towards Davison, who gets the ball, crosses in. Sampson has a go, and Anderson makes a very good save and holds on to the ball as well. I'm thinking we're going to do another sub, and it's going to be Jonas David coming off for Sean Longstaff. David is absolutely shattered. I guess he's probably taken a bit of a beating. We've got 25 minutes left to play. Can we hold on? Corner for Palace. Boufal takes it. Milicevic is there. He's hit the bar. Souza can clear it. Okay, that's a nice quick highlight. 10 minutes left to play. Let's do a final substitution. We've got a lot of tired players. Cameron Humphreys for Jason McCarthy. Hopefully Humphreys can do the business at right back. Clark can do the business at left back. We've got 7 minutes to play. Goal kick or free kick finds Cameron Humphreys, number 37. Samuel Shoshoa back to Humphreys. Doesn't get a lot of football, which does annoy him quite a lot. He's been tackled as well. Gletzal. Sampson into the area, goes for goal. He's hit the post, but he's going to get the rebound. It is 1-1. Is there away goals? I don't know whether there is away goals in this tournament. Gayata with the goal kick for Palace. It might not even matter. Stevenson heads forward to Jamie Allen. Allen forward to Shoshoa, across to Cameron Humphreys. Allen again. Shoshoa. Gribben across. Humphreys is going to get there first. Doesn't cross it and he gets tackled by Boufal. And now Palace can counter-attack across to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. First time cross. What a ball that is. And Glatzel has missed his opportunity. He could have scored. He should have scored. I'm glad he didn't. Well, 93 minutes have been played. What happens now? End of 90 minutes. We're going to extra time. Do we get an extra sub? Please tell me we get an extra sub. Because I feel like we might need it. Let's try and do another sub, shall we? No, we're not allowed to do any more subs, so we're stuck with this for the next half an hour of football. A.D. Stevenson is sat there, standing there, needing a rest. He's now going to have to play 120 minutes of football. He's on 54% fitness. Throw on for Humphreys to take, finds Jamie Allen, gets tackled by Boufal, but Shoshoa gets there first. Sean Longstaff, he misplaces or loses control of the ball. Shoshoa wins it. Shoshoa can't find the ball through either. Now Glatzel gets behind his man, goes for goal, hits it wide of the post. Glatzel was missing golden opportunities for them. I'm going to encourage them. I don't know whether that's a good idea. Chowdhury, Sampson. There are so many spaces. Glatzel once again, and Anderson this time it makes a save. It's a corner for Palace. Boufal to take it. It's gone deep. Wan-Bissaka is there. Milicevic gets the ball as well. We're not going to see any more from the corner, apparently. Half-time in extra time, and I don't think we've had a single shot in half-time in extra time yet. Do we change it? Do we go cautious? Or we need to go cautious, I think. There are lots and lots of gaps at the back at the moment, and I'm just concerned that Palace are going to find the way through. Gribben gets the ball. Neil Williams is not going to be able to get onto the end of that. That could have been a good little start to the second half of extra time. Wan-Bissaka with a throw. Sampson has been pushed over. He is outside the area. Shoshoa has pushed over Sampson in the 112th minute. It's a penalty for Palace. Come on, Anderson. Milicevic against Anderson. And Milicevic has put it in the bottom corner. And oh no, that Shoshoa, you bastard. Corner for Palace. Boufal to take. Is it going to be 3? It's cleared. Ifran's going to get there first for Palace. Can we just nick the ball off them and counter-attack? Sakos gets it now. Boufal runs inside. Across to Sampson. Plays it back to Hamza Chowdhury. Milicevic, the goal scorer. Chowdhury again. Milicevic again. Chowdhury again. Milicevic, of course. Chowdhury, yep. We know what they're going to do, aren't they? They're just going to time waste and pass the ball around. Sacco to Buffal. Bit of space on the left. Tries to play Glatzer in. Goes for goal. And Paul Glatzer has finally scored the goal that he should have scored about half an hour ago. And we are going to go out in the playoff semi-final. And the extra time's killed us. We are just not prepared for extra time at all. There's another highlight as well. Wan-Bissaka with the ball. Crosses in. Shishoa gets it. And Shishoa has just been an absolute shit shower. Galloway with the ball on the left-hand side. Plays it inside to Ifran. It's infuriating because we could have gone through. We should have gone through. We were the better side in the first leg. And we end up drawing 2-2. Buffal's there, doesn't win the ball. Samson does. It's over the bar. We've got a minute to score 2 goals. It's not going to happen. Wan-Bissaka with the ball. We've got 50 seconds. Jarvis runs towards the penalty area. Back to Ifran. Palace having all of the ball. Cameron Humphreys gets it. Lumps it upfield to Neil Williams. Are we going to get a consolation goal? No, we are not. It is a great tackle by Milicevic. Williams again gets tackled by Milicevic. He has to be getting a man of the match performance. He has just ran and ran and ran. Clark's throw to Sean Longstaff. We've barely seen him. Jamie Allen gets the ball. Back to Clark. Back to Allen. Across to Longstaff. Gets tackled in the area. And Palace can clear their lines. And Crystal Palace are into the final of the playoffs. And we just got battered. The second half, particularly extra time, we just got battered. We were not prepared for it. A.D. Stevenson a 6.3. Gooey a 6.4. Longstaff a 6.3. We just did not perform. Steve Thompson says disappointing. I'm going to be aggressive and say that was terrible, and then Steve Thompson can pat some players on the back and stuff. So the season is over. A 5th place finish, a championship playoff semi-final defeat against Crystal Palace. Let's ignore that. Let's focus on the fact that we finished 5th in the table. It's going to be Palace, Wolves or Southampton to join West Brom and Watford into the Premier League. We are going to go forward a couple of days just to see the results of the playoffs, just to see what we could have won. Before we get to that though, we do seem to have all of our awards. So, best 11, any new players in there? Jason McCarthy, Mark Gooey seems to have joined as well. Joe Sparrow is in there. Callum Gribben has also joined that list. It says team of the season then. In goal is Simon Moore, Vokin, Stevenson, Gooey and McCarthy. I feel like we can probably name this without actually reading it. Skip and David, Sparrow, Gribben and Souza, and Neil Williams as the main striker. To be honest, that's basically the team that we played pretty much week in, week out. Jonas David wins Player of the Season, which I'm pretty happy with. Also wins Signing of the Season and Young Player of the Season. Oliver Skip gets Goal of the Season. Some stats, Neil Williams with 22 goals. Our top scorer, I think that was better than Obafemi last season. Callum Gribben and Alfonso Sousa getting 9 assists each. Jamie Allen with the best pass completion. Williams 6 Man of the Match awards. David gets quite a lot of yellow cards apparently, and Callum Gribben gets his customary red card. He gets at least 1 a season. Let's take a look at this Oliver Skip goal then. I don't think I can remember it. It might be a good goal, it might be a terrible one. David with the ball, plays it across to Shishoa. Skip's behind him, he's the blonde-haired one, controls the ball, goes for goal outside the area, into the bottom corner. Not a bad goal at all in a 2-0 victory against Birmingham. End of season team meeting, what do we reckon? Because I feel like saying playoffs again, we should be able to do playoffs. Same level of ambition. Okay, I don't know what that means. We can make it to the playoffs. Okay, that's fine, I'm okay with that. That's exactly the sort of reaction that we wanted. End of season confidence. Now, this is something that I've never seen before. Not this page. Major criticism. There are no major criticisms of your spell here to date. None. I'm officially perfect. I am the best manager Burton Albion have ever seen. Well, the board have set some new budgets and they're not great. £140,000 a week, £501,000 transfer budget. Not a lot of money. The stadium, once again, is being expanded by 40 seats. You're spending £140,000 to put 40 seats in. Are you insane? What's even more baffling is they've reduced it by 944 seats to stick those 40 seats in. I don't get it. I really don't understand. Unless it's not 40 seats. They're making it up to be a 10,000-seater stadium, which might make more sense because we're only 5,000-seater. So maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know. But £140,000 for 40 seats is just bloody ridiculous. Well, if we did manage to beat Crystal Palace, we would be playing Wolves in the final. They did lose to Southampton, but they managed to get an own goal for them. which meant they are going to go through. Let's take a quick look at Michael Obafemi there. I don't think we can afford him. So this makes me feel a little bit better. We did go out to the team that eventually win the playoffs. Crystal Palace beating Wolves 1-0. It's Jeff Sampson with the goal. So Palace will be joining, I think it's Watford and West Brom back in the Premier League. Let's see, actually, who is going to be going down from the Premier League and joining us next season. It is Fulham, Burnley and Ipswich. 3 teams that aren't particularly impressive or exciting. That is going to do it then for this episode and this season of Football Manager 2019 with Burton Albion. What we are going to do, we are going to do one more season with Burton Albion in the Championship. If we don't get out of the Championship, we are done with Burton Albion. I'm kind of getting a little bit, not bored of the game. I'm struggling to get into the game at the moment. I want to start a new series. I want to start a new save. I want to start my USL Dunkirk save, which is going to be kind of a long haul save, but potentially sort of 10, 15 seasons kind of thing, where I bring up that French team through the system and eventually, hopefully, topple PSG and the various other decent French teams off of their perch and make Dunkirk one of the best teams in France. However, because I'm struggling to get into the game, it's quite difficult for me to actually want to try and start the season. I've already tried to start that save a couple of times, and I've just not felt it yet. So I'm hoping that another season of Burton, by the time we get that out of the way, I'm going to be sat there going, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to go to France. I'm ready to start buying assorted African footballers because apparently they count as Europeans in France. I'm ready to bring Dunkirk to be the pinnacle of French football. Thank you very much for watching this episode and this season of Football Manager 2019 with Burton Albion. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.